Hi everyone, it's Lucy from My Crazy Craft Life, and that's the card I'm going to be making today. So when I get started here, I did decide that I wanted to make a bookmark. So first off, I wanted to get a background going and I wanted to blend the colors in. So I started off really light and soft, and then as I kind of progressed and changed colors and layered it, I got darker and darker. I wanted to make sure that there was color all over because I was going to keep this simple. I wasn't going to color the images themselves. I am using the new Mama Elephant Dragon Wishes and Me and My Dragon stamp set, which I was super excited to get. And then I did end up using for the bookmark itself a sentiment from Slow Down and Enjoy from Lawn Fawn that says, "I'll never forget your spot." So here I was just kind of getting everything going. When I was making the bookmark, I decided that I wanted to double it up, which after I thought about it, I really didn't need to because I ended up laminating it, but it was fine. So I ended up having to cut it down a little bit. And if you want to make a panel for that, it's really very simple. I used my Scan-N-Cut to make it, but it's very simple to make. I made a base of 5.5 by 2.25. Then all you have to do is pick one of the short sides as your top. You're going to cut a 1/2 inch wide on each side and 1/4 of an inch long. So you're going to make that top fold or that top tab on it. And then you're going to score the sides 1/4. You fold them in, fold all 3 sides in, and use some score tape and tape it down. So it was very, very simple. You could easily put some acetate on the front of it or, on the back of it, but so that it shows through the front. You can do a lot of different things with that. The inside square is 1 1/16 and 4 1/16. So that's what I use to make the inside panel. The bookmark itself was 1 5/16 by 5 inches, and that would have fit perfectly if I didn't double it up, but I did end up having to cut a little bit off of it. But if you don't double it up and laminate it, it'll fit fine otherwise. So here I was just deciding where I wanted my stamps and what I wanted, so I stuck the panel on first and kind of penciled in some marks so I knew exactly where it was going to be going. I did not put any acetate on there or anything. The other thing that I ended up doing on this was I punched the hole at this point, which if I wasn't going to laminate it would have been fine, but since I did laminate it, you really don't need to put the hole in until after you finish laminating it. So I was just picking my sentiments and picking what I wanted and how I wanted it to look. Now I thought it would have been cute. I was actually thinking about doing both sides of the bookmark, but I ended up only doing one side. I think that actually worked out fine. And then I am going to make sure that it all fits. But I got everything ready and I'm going to decide on how I want and where I want the cards. And since I did keep this simple and not color the images, I did stamp them in VersaFine black onyx ink because I wanted to make sure they were nice and dark. And I initially wanted to use my Misty in case I messed it up or did anything so I could rub it or put it on there again, but that's okay. I couldn't do that because it didn't fit and I didn't feel like finding my platform. Now here I ended up masking and putting in 3 of the mountain and cloud stamped image, and after I was done I really liked it better with just 2, but I did it. It looked okay, so I was okay. Here I was just filling in with some clouds all around to try to fill up some of the space. I didn't end up wanting to do too much with putting too much more since it was already interactive with the bookmark. I thought about putting some sequins and stuff on there, but again, I was trying to keep it kind of simple. Here I'm just sticking the bookmark in the laminating paper and I'm going to run it through the laminator. And this is shimmer spray because I actually shimmer sprayed the entire thing before I laminated it. But the shimmer spray is a do-it-yourself. I get eyeshadows from the Dollar Tree. They're $1. They're LA Looks or LA something. They're $1. You use some hairspray and some alcohol, some rubbing alcohol, and it works great as shimmer spray. The hairspray actually helps to bind it so that it doesn't flake off when you touch it. And then the alcohol, because you can use water and stuff, but the alcohol dries really fast and it doesn't leave a smell after it dries. And here I was just putting the ribbon on the bookmark so that they knew they could pull it, adding some more clouds. And then after I was looking at it, I decided that I did end up wanting to put a sentiment on the inside. So I do end up using the sentiment, "It's your birthday, light up the candles," and then I put the little cake in there as well. So again, I was just kind of filling it up. I did pop it up on some fun foam. I wanted to give it a little dimension since I didn't have a lot going on other than the bookmark. And then I made an A2 size standard card. It was 5.5 by 4.25, and the front panel was that as well. So I just popped that right up there. And that is pretty much it, other than putting the sentiment on the inside. So as I was picking the sentiments and going through and deciding, I couldn't decide on what I wanted to do, which happens to me a lot. I go back and forth trying to figure out exactly where and how and what I want to do. But I think overall this card turned out really cute, and I absolutely love these Mama Elephant stamp sets. Dragons are probably one of my favorite things. I can't wait to actually color some of the images. I think that'll be a lot of fun as well. So that is it. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.